Good evening, Virgin Islands. Good evening, United States. Good evening, the rest of the world. Welcome to the casting of lots for the gubernatorial election in the United States Virgin Islands scheduled for November 8th. I am Dwayne Benjamin, the territorial campaign manager of the number one team, Albert Bryan and Honorable Tregenza Roach. With me is our district manager from the island of St. Croix, none other than Mr. Dennis Brow. But before Dennis even gives his remarks, joining us in person is none other than the First Lady of the Virgin Islands, Yolanda Bryan. Thank you, Ms. Bryan, for being here. So for those of you that are joining us by live stream and watching this video feed, there are hundreds of supporters situated outside the Board of Elections office on the island of St. Croix. They are here in support of this dynamic team to show their support and their commitment for another endorsement for work well done in the previous 4 years and are now committed to give their stamp of approval for another 4 years of this remarkable team. Dennis, say something.
Yeah. Today is the day that the Lord have blessed.
Amen.
And he has blessed us with number one. And now we are prepared and we are ready for this work to begin, this hard work that we started months ago, but now it's time to step it up. So I'm excited, the team is excited, and so we are ready for 4 more years. Yeah.
Thank you for your remarks, Dennis. And I'd like to introduce to you, who is joining us by live feed, the Honorable Lieutenant Governor of the Virgin Islands, the Honorable Tregenza Roach. Lieutenant Governor, make your address and remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. And I want to thank everybody for showing up. For the casting of lots. I want to continue thanking and just sharing my appreciation for all the work that the team has been putting in. You rally around numbers election time, and one is a good number to have. So thank you. I think it's Bro who picked the number. That is a great thing. And I heard you all talking in the background about the work of removing the primary numbers from the signs. So I appreciate that, because no team is anything without the good work of all of the supporters. We really, really appreciate that. And I just wanted to share that in case you didn't know, I just want to give you a sense of the work that we're doing every day, even though this is a campaign season. I'm in Washington right now, and for decades, St. Jonian families have been plagued with the issue of not having access to land that's located within the national park. And from about February, March, we've been planning this meeting with the National Park Service. And today I led a team of landowners, scholars, just community activists who want to see the condition of our St. John residents in particular improve, which is something that would redound to the benefit of all of us who live in the territory. And we had a very receptive audience today at the National Park Service. We expect to be bringing the public up to speed with regard to what that work can produce when we return home on Wednesday. Short trip, but very impactful. And I just want to say that this is the kind of work that I want to continue doing on behalf of the people of the Virgin Islands. And I thank them for the confidence that they've placed in me over the years and the confidence they have placed in our team by bringing us out successfully in the primary. And I look forward to moving towards a general election, putting in the work, as you say, that needs to be done. And with the help of God and with all of these wonderful supporters and with the help of the voters in the territory, seeing a victory on November 8th. God bless each and every one of you, and thank you so very much for all of your good work.
Thank you, LT. Thank you, LT, for your remarks. And I would be remiss if I did not say that work well done, you've represented well, and I'm quite sure you will be bringing home the goods from your meetings in DC. And ladies and gentlemen, now that we have come to this occasion, this is the person that you all have been waiting to hear from. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you again and again and again the Honorable Governor of the United States Virgin Islands, the Honorable Albert Bryan Jr. Governor.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I just love how fate always takes care of us. 4 years ago, there was no reason why we should have beat an incumbent with $8 billion and all of the other ran against us. It was fate, and today fate has spoken once again. We knew we were number one. Now it's official. We are number one. And we're number one because together we have made these islands than ever. And we all know we could have only gotten that way with the help of our supporters, the community, everybody getting together and making that big push. So when we say we're stronger than ever, it's not just a campaign gimmick or something that sounds good to put on a chart. We're stronger than ever because we could do things like catch up on our income taxes and pay over $100 million to the people of the Virgin Islands between now and the end of the year. So keep tuned for $30 million of income tax checks returns coming your way in the month of September. Stay tuned for $40 million in retro pay going to retirees and other workers that have been waiting over 30 years to get these payments. Stay tuned for over $30 million in premium pay, where we have already distributed $7 million up to this week, and we're going to keep turning it out. And stay for us to continue to do what is needed to do to help you fight inflation and control that Whopper bill. We are able to do these things for the first time in a very long time, and like we say, ever, because we have the fortitude and the determination to put the people of the Virgin Islands first. Tregenza, you number one. And we will continue to do that with your support and God's grace as we make it through this election period. Now, if there's the one thing that Tregenza and I will never do, is do you anything to cause you embarrassment, cause you to hold your head down. We make a move, it's because we have thought it well, we've made strong conversations and consultations with the people around us, and then we make a move. We have done this, and I can tell you, and we're tested, tried, and proven true. Time after time, through thick and thin, COVID, hurricane, whatever come what may, good times, bad times, we have been there. All these other people, they Johnny come latelys. They just showing up to the ball game. And now that we have changed the course of these Virgin Islands, they are trying to take over. Well, they can't, because and I know that we were there together in the midst of the storm, and together we came through it. And we continue to do things that have never been done before in the Virgin Islands. And that's because we are gentlemen of prayer. We just sit down and pray, and we always acknowledge God and trust in what He's doing. And we do that because it's more than just about winning an election. We have come too far to turn back. We have come too far to turn back. We don't have time to start this over again. And things are turning around and the place is looking good. All of a sudden, it's like springtime and the flowers are coming up. The roads are getting paved. People are getting their just desserts. Our children are getting educated. Our healthcare system is being empowered. All because we keep the fire burning. Keep that fire burning until election day. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you, because from day one, our focus for just making these islands better, taking them from good to great. But we can't do it without you. We're going to make one awesome push to election day. And I'm counting on you to do everything you can to make it that we in the Virgin Islands will return the Bryan Roach team to Government House again. We have 70 days, 5 hours, 4 minutes, and 44 seconds. Do not become distracted. Keep the fire burning. We're going to push. We're going to do what we're going to keep our promises that we did in 2018 and the promises we make to you today. We're going to keep those as well. Trust me, as I sit here before you today, with Tregenza and everybody else, we will solve the WAPA problem. We will solve the lack of homes and in our society. We will solve the rent problem. We will do the things that will allow us to conquer the inflation. Just bear with us and have that strength and continue to support the Bryan and Roach team. We are doing awesome. I love the momentum. And it only gets better today as we pick number one. Out the gate, number one. Next week, we have more exciting announcements coming your way. But we're here in the States doing the people business as usual. So I want to thank Yoli for showing up. Big up to the family right there. Good afternoon, the First Lady. And Dwayne and Dennis, y'all holding down the fort for us. It's always good. Everybody else who helped us push through on this, we've been working for this day, and I've been praying for number one because that says it all. So as we move forward, I'm going to be back home on Friday. We're going to keep the fires burning until election day. And licks down the road we come in because we don't have to win with dirt. We go in with facts. So let us sing all they want. We know and you know. Trust is the first tenet of the Bryan and Roach administration. A government you could trust, a government that you could follow. We have been there from since day one, and we'll continue to do that. Always making you proud to be a proud member and a supporter of the Bryan Roach team. God bless everyone. Thank you for joining us, and good night.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor, for taking time out of your busy schedule in the United States and in D.C. for joining us this evening. I'd just like to remind our voters and everyone that is joining this feed, early voting begins on October 10th. You can take this opportunity to show your support and your commitment to this team by going to the polls on October 10th as early voting begins. And to our faithful and loyal supporters, again, I can't thank you more than I have thanked you before for all of the work that you have been doing, that you've committed to. And I welcome everyone who have not been a part of this campaign to join this campaign. Now is the time. This train is running. We are number one, and there's space and there's room available for you to get involved in this campaign. And as usual, in customary Bryan Roach fashion, we will keep it in a high level. Folks, stay woke, stay focused, don't be distracted. Keep your eyes on the prize and stick with this team. I thank you all for joining us this evening. The work has just begun. The race is now beginning. Get on board, stick with this thing, because together we are stronger than ever. Thank you. Thank you.
Come on. Number one.
I come flowing. Come on, ma.
Number one.
Come up, John.
Come.
Writers on the wall.